Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. You can see Donna here on my screen. We are here to do live readings. I'm Susan Lynn. I'm a psychic and a medium. And Donna is a soul level intuitive, an animal communicator, an animal psychic. She's a medium. She's everything. You're in everything.
I'll answer to anything. Yeah.
No answer to anything. Thanks
Good to
guys
be
for
here.
being here
Thanks for having me.
today.
Yeah, so many people. This is wonderful.
Absolutely. There's a little bit of
Glad to
an
be around
echo.
like-minded positive people.
Donna, do you have another tab open? Because there's an echo here.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just might want to close all the tabs, and I think it went away, but we'll see.
Did it go away?
I think so. All right, cool.
Okay, good.
So let's get started. If you guys are not familiar with Donna, you can reach her, or your website is donnanorris.net, right?
That's right. Yep.
Right.
donnanorris.net.
And she does pet psychic readings, which are really cool, but also mediumship and psychic. And she does classes. So check her out. And she has a YouTube channel.
Yep. Come see me.
Very cool. Very cool. All right.
You'll find my YouTube channel under Donna Norris Soul Level Intuitive. And that's my Facebook page as well. So yeah. My official name.
Excellent. Donna Norris Soul Level Intuitive. Very cool. We're going to try to get to a bunch of questions. Of course, there's going to be way more questions than we can get to today, but please pay attention to how we answer people's questions, because a lot of times your question is answered in that. It's very possible that you could find that your question is also answered in somebody else's question.
Spirit works like that.
Spirit works like that. They're much more efficient than we are.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we have a lot of people here. So we're just going to try to jump around, and we're going to jump around. We're not going in chronological order. We kind of go to where spirit pulls us. We literally, it's like, I just can't stop staring at your name. That means that spirit wants me to answer that question. So I'm just going to jump in first, and then Donna, you can choose the next one if that's okay.
Okay. Sure.
Sounds good. All right, and I'll put it on the screen. Mary S., your daughter is on disability and you're on Medicare and Social Security. Are we safe? I think what you're. Oh, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Right. So everybody is, including us. I mean, we're no different. Everybody is really stressed out about the situation, about the election, and I would just tell you guys that I don't see the war, even if, and again, I've got a video coming out tonight or tomorrow where the spirit guides tell you, I think she's going to get in, but if she doesn't, because everybody has free will, Biden, everybody has to do something for this election to be challenged. And if they don't do something, then it's not challenged. Okay. Even if he gets in, I just don't see, in a matter of a couple of years, of us losing the ACA. I just don't see it. Yes, he's going to make things horrible, terrible. It's going to be terrible, but I don't think we're all going to be out on the streets, because the most important thing for business, and business is everything, money is everything, right? Especially to these people. The most important thing is that we all go to work. The most important thing is that we all feel like we can go to work. And if all of a sudden we don't have insurance, and all of a sudden we can't afford food, and we're not going to go to work. We're going to be in the streets, and then they got problems. So they're going to make it just horrible enough that we feel the pain, but not horrible enough that we're going to be Russia or China. That's what I get out of it. Donna, do you have anything to add to that?
I think it'll be a lot like it was before, with the constant barrage of sound bites and sensationalism that we endured the last time. I also have been made aware that even if they want to do something with Medicare and Social Security, it still has to go through the legislative process, and nothing's going to be done I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done. And the only thing that I'm being made aware of is that they could raise the retirement age.
Yeah.
From whatever it is now to 70 or 72.
That I
So,
think they could do, and they could get away with it. And then
but
the
if you're
other
on
advice.
it now, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I was
go
just
ahead.
going to tell Mary that, if you're already on it, I'm not being made aware of any cuts coming up. There's just not going to be a support for it. So,
Right. So if you're already on it, I think you're kind of safe. That's
you're
what I
okay.
got too. And then the last thing I would say, and this is all in this video, is that it's all about community, right? So if something happens, you're going to find our community is going to be helping you. We will be doing fundraisers. We will be helping our viewers. Your local community will be helping each other, because
Yeah.
we are all going to come together. It's this really, one of the lessons here is about community, learning to help each other, learning to rely on each other. So that's kind of going to be what's going to happen. And I think that's important anyway, period, end of
Yeah.
story.
No, I think it's going to be time to get outside again and surround yourself physically with like-minded people, so that you can lift each other up in the physical. I know it's nice to be able to go online and feel supported, and I'm really grateful to be able to be here and do that for y'all. And Susan is too, so, but it's just nice to have angels with skin on, as I like to say, people that you can go and have coffee with, or talk to on the phone, and they're just right around the corner or right across town, that kind of thing. So try to surround yourself by people who are going to lift you up, and let go of the energy vampires, be they blood relatives or not. I am a firm believer in adopting my own love relatives. We don't have to go to Thanksgiving dinner if it's just going to stress us out, or Christmas. Yeah.
Or anything for that matter. And I'll tell you guys, and I talked all about this in this video, but you please don't just say, Susan, you don't understand. I live in a red area. There aren't anybody here. I was in that little town in Colorado and found like 5 Democrats within 2 weeks. And we are there. They need to find you as much as you need to find them. There might only be 5, there might only be 3, but they are there. So I think
Yeah.
it's true what Donna's saying. If you can get in person with people, it's even better. But if you can't, we're here.
Yeah. And you can call your local Democratic Party office, find out where
Or
people
if you
are.
have a hobby, or get a hobby, like all of a sudden you want to learn something, see if there's a group that meets. This is about being proactive, right? So, and this is going to be important. This is how we're going to get through this time. Super important.
Yeah, I talk a lot
Okay.
about radical self-care, and it includes getting outside, being in nature, looking for the beauty that's still around you. So just going for a walk, you'll meet people.
Yeah.
Adopt a dog for a day if you don't have a pet. You can go to the shelter and check them out. They'll let you take them for a day. A lot of shelters will anyway. You could do that.
Yeah. Or a
They
cat.
bring you joy. What's better than puppy kisses? I mean,
Yeah. Oh, true, true. True, true.
Yeah.
All right, Mary, I hope that helped you. I think you're going to be safe. You're going to be safe. It may not be fun, but you're going to be safe. Okay, Donna, do you want to pick a person
Sure.
to read?
About Renee S. Mom's 81, really need her 25-acre hunting land sold ASAP. She needs the dollars. Can I sell it or get a realtor as my brother-in-law wants? What I'm picking up on is that it would be better to have a realtor handle the paperwork, simply because there's going to be something coming up with the land and the use of the land, and I don't know, something about, I don't know if it's an ag exemption or something like that, but whoever buys it has plans to do something different with it other than what it's been being used for, which I guess is hunting. So I would suggest getting a realtor. That way they get to be in charge of dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's.
I agree.
Susan?
And I was thinking that you're going to get more. I know realtors cost more money, but I feel like in this case, you're going to get more money for the land, because I feel like the kind of people who might be interested in buying this land are pretty savvy, and they'll probably offer you a lot less. And I feel like this land has bottomlands in it, like it's got like a place that floods seasonally, or maybe a creek, or I don't know. But this person who wants to buy it is going to say, oh, I can't do anything with this. This is terrible land. They're just going to make you feel like what you have is not valuable. And because they come across as being a know-it-all, you might be and plus, you just want to get it done. Like, I just want it out of my hair, right? So the problem is, and I'm not saying, you have free will. Either way, I think you're going to sell it, but I think you'll do better if you have a realtor.
Every land investor has a realtor that they rely on to bring them opportunities. So I'm getting that this will be a cash buyer. So
do you get
so
a time?
it could happen. I mean, get a cash buyer, you can be closed and have money in your pocket in less than 2 weeks in most states.
Right,
I'm not
but
sure
do you
what
think
state.
she'll sell it in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months?
I think it'll get sold within, let's see, right into the new year, like right as you're going into the new year. Depends on when
January?
you put it on the market too. I would
Yeah.
say, yeah, they put it on the market now. Yeah, by January.
Okay, I got
There are
February,
a lot
so
of people, just to let you know, a lot of people that have record profits, some of those people that need to spend money and they need to invest by the end of the year so they can claim it on their taxes. So if you
and
are
if they can
thinking
get
about
an
doing it, I would get it listed ASAP. Yeah.
yeah, and if they can get an agricultural exemption, all the better. Then it's tax. Then it just went in the tax-free column. Yeah, so hopefully that's gonna happen for you really soon, dear. Just take action. Start interviewing realtors. Take action. Take action. Ask for your spirit guides to help you and guide you, and that'll be helpful. Is it your turn or my turn?
Your turn.
Oh, blessings to all, said the Queen of the Tetons, Grizzly Bear 399, died recently. Oh, I love the Tetons and I love grizzly bears. Is her soon to be 2-year-old cub Spirit okay? Spirit is struggling 2 years. I don't know what time they leave their mom. I know it's a while. I mean, I think it's,
Yeah.
I can't guarantee Spirit's going to be okay, but I think so. I can't guarantee it though, because this is a young cub that doesn't have protection and
Well, it's going into winter and it's I
hibernating
feel like it's
maybe.
going to be, yeah, it's going to be, I don't know, touch and go.
Yeah. I just pray for the baby. Just pray for him. He's pretty, Spirit is pretty robust.
It may be that the Rangers can put Spirit with another mom, another bear that might adopt him. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will do that for one another.
Yeah.
Good question. Thank you for
Yeah.
that. I will put that bear on my list.
Yeah, she's got a whole Reiki healing list that she does for people.
I do. I send
All
healing
right.
energy and every day.
That's so nice of you. All right, what's next?
Abathir Torres says, my dog has cancer. She's nearly 15, a rescue and heart of my heart. Oh, I'm really struggling with the question of when to let her go. I ask her daily, is it time? Can you help? Yeah, sure. As I tune into her body, I am feeling, still feeling a fairly strong heartbeat, but I'm also feeling like some of the organs, like metabolism is slowing down. Organs are starting to slow down. Things are not functioning as well as they could. And her mobility is not as good as it could be. It's starting to affect her ability to take herself outside and relieve herself and things like that. She's showing me her eyes looking at you, and she's sending you love. And she's also showing me her tail. And when her tail stops wagging and her eyes are clouded, clouded, clouded with tears, I guess, you know, when she'll be uncomfortable enough, she'll make you aware.
You're
So I
gonna
don't know
know.
if those come up. Yeah, but that's what's going to happen. The tail will stop wagging, and she will give you a different kind of look than what she's always given you before. And I think you'll recognize it. And I'm sorry you're having to go through that. But you know, I always like to let people know that whenever you know, animals plan their passing for the most part, and they plan sometimes to have a prolonged illness so that they can give you the gift of a long goodbye, because you are each other's heart. You know, this dog adores you, and you've always been mom. And so they want to be sure that they leave you with as many happy, loving memories as they can, and that you have integrated the soul lesson that they've come to work on together with you during their time. So this dog is staying as a gift to you, and has chosen this way to go to give you more time to get ready. It's not going to make it any easier when it happens. We all know that. But she's a really wise girl. She's been through more than one lifetime with you. And
Yeah.
so this is the time for this time. It'll be ready to part, but she hopes that you will honor her by continuing to love her memory. Okay? Thanks.
Yeah.
Susan,
That's
are you picking up on anything?
Ooh. Yeah, I know it's strong. The energy is super strong. I agree, and I agree with everything that Donna says, and I agree that it doesn't ever get any easier. It really, not even for us. We still question too. Um, you just have to kind of go on your own gut, and maybe even ask your vet. You know, it's just a thing. There's no one way that anybody knows. It's just a thing. And then I would just say the other thing too is Donna mentioned soul lesson, which is something interesting that Donna does, is she works with you on the soul lesson that your pet, regardless of what kind of pet it is here to teach you, which is different than a lot of other psychics. And I feel like the soul lesson with your dog is trust, but not trust with your dog, you trusting others or learning to trust yourself. You probably have gone through a lot of like work on yourself. You've gone through a lot with this dog, but now you're in this place where you're starting to sort of feel like you can trust yourself, or feel like you're solid, like you're like, okay, things might not be great for you, but you're like, I think I'm feeling more solid. That's why she can leave, because she's closing out this lesson with you. She's
Yeah.
given you all of her, all of whatever it was she gave you, all her lessons and, things. And now it's time for you to have a new lesson with however that works, a new dog or a new person or whatever it is.
Even though our ego brains tell us that all the things that we achieve and all the milestones and all the evolution that we do during our lifetime is as a result of our efforts, your animals play a role in that too.
Huge,
And we
huge,
have soul contracts with the key animals in our lives, just like we do the
huge.
key people.
Yeah,
And yeah, so
it's
she's
huge.
really proud of you.
Oh, she's
Just so
proud
you
of
know.
you. We just want to be the person our pet thinks we are. That's all. That's all it is. We just want them to love us and think that we're a good person. Take really good care, dear. Just, take good care of yourself too.
And thank you for the
Okay.
question. Anybody
Yeah.
else out there who has an elderly animal, watch for the signals. You'll know the difference.
And if you don't ask, get a reading or go to your vet. You know what I
Reading.
mean?
I'll be happy to
It's
dial
hard
into
for
your
us.
specific case. Yeah.
It's hard because we love them. It's hard for us to know. I mean, I know I've struggled, and I know Donna struggled. It's, Donna had a cat that was like, no. God, that cat lived forever. That cat lived forever. That cat was like, every time we would ask her, she'd be like, bugger off.
Yeah.
Stop
Go
asking me.
into
I'm
your
like,
room.
okay, I'm sorry. wow. I mean, we were like, this poor child
Yeah.
needs to let go. She was like, I will when I'm ready. Like, okay.
And she did too. She was 21.
She was
She made it a
21.
long time.
Like people would look at her and be like, are you sure she shouldn't just cry? Like, hey, when she tells us, that's when she goes. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
gonna tell that cat what to do. Let's see. Was that me or you? I don't remember.
That one was me, but
Okay.
I'll be on
I'm gonna,
standby.
again, there's so many questions. I'm sorry. I know I'm not gonna be able to get to you guys, but we're gonna just try to go as fast as we can. But
Yeah.
like that last question will be helpful to people that have older pets, right? So you all can learn something from these questions. Jackie Oswald says, what can I do to improve my health? First of all, I do have to say disclaimer, this is not medical advice. And actually anything that Donna and I tell you, it's not medical, legal, professional advice of any kind. It's simply our opinion. Jackie, when I go into your energy, you're a little, there's like a malaise, you know what I mean? Like you're a little like permanently under the weather, or you're a little like you feel, you might want to get in the chat. If you're here, you can answer me these questions and then I can know that I'm connected to your energy and then I can continue giving you information. So
Just type here so that
yeah,
we know you're there.
I couldn't even get to the bottom of the chat. It just kept going and going.
I know it's
Okay. It's like it's 1,100 people here, so a lot of people. Okay, so if you're just feeling like under the weather, you're feeling kind of tired. I feel like they're telling me you feel anemic, whether you are or not, I don't know. But you thank you, Jackie. You feel like you're just a little bit blah. I don't know if you've had blood work done, but if you haven't, I would have blood work done because something is not exactly computing, I don't think, with your blood work. But
I'm
also, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, sorry. I just hear the word magnesium.
Magnesium. Okay. Again, this
You
is
can wear that in a cream or take it orally. There are a lot of different ways to take magnesium, and you can't get too much.
So that's a good place to start. And your mental, right? Like you gotta, we all have to do this. We have to stop catastrophizing the future. We're giving away our life right now, this beautiful life we have. We're giving it away to this terrible situation. And so they're saying, please manage your stress because the stress is adding to this imbalance in your blood. Whatever that is, whether it's magnesium or whether it's thyroid or whatever it is, I don't know exactly, but getting a little bit of a workout up done, making sure your mental health is better would really be a huge amount. I do like that Donna mentioned magnesium. I think that could be helpful as well.
Yeah.
If you guys have a specific question, how good is my health? I'm going to answer your health. If you say I am tired, I can zoom in to your we're reading you guys in a minute. So if you ask a very sort of general question, I'm going to give you a general answer because I don't have time to zoom into. So the more specific answer you'll get.
Yeah. And I feel like going also to doing some kind of exercise, whether it's just walking around the block, just something a little more than what you are doing, maybe a chair yoga or some kind of yoga class, something that takes you out of your head and into focusing on that activity, if that makes sense. So that you can get your mind and heart on doing something that's taking care of you and your body.
Right. It's exactly right. Like back to the stressing. Perfect. Go ahead, Donna. What's up?
Okay. Hi, ladies. I need guidance. I've had 3 different trips canceled since 2020 for various reasons. Whew. Thank you, COVID. Just as I'm about to leave, should I continue to try to travel, which is my retirement dream? Thanks. S Street.
Do you travel with somebody? If you could let us know, that would be interesting for me. Okay. I think you will travel. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm
Go
seeing,
ahead.
and solo. There are a lot of really cool options for solo travelers these days, and it's a great way to meet people.
And are you trying to travel overseas? Because I feel like right now there's more like United States or North America, Canada, United States, Mexico. It seems like more here, although I can see a trip to someplace like a Japan or something, but it's kind of
Yeah.
a little bit further out. Let us know if
I
that
see
makes
you
any
taking off
sense.
on a plane, definitely. So plan that trip. Look
Yeah,
for
I don't think
sales.
it's yeah, I don't think it's the travel, but I think it's a string of bad luck, the spirit guides are saying.
Okay.
Oh, what the
Want to
heck?
pick one?
Uh, yeah, let's do, um, I'm going to do this. This is a tough one, but I'm going to do it. Warrior Widow says, so my husband was a Navy special operations, and I found out he didn't die the way they told me, and I can't move on. I'm stuck in grief and PTSD. I feel like I'm letting him down because of the way he died. Um, I I don't know. First of all, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about your loss. I don't know your husband's name, but I feel like he's here, and I wonder if he's the guy that was in my house yesterday when I came home from walking my dog. There was somebody in this office, um, so I figured out it was going to be from today. But he is telling me that he knew something along like he knew what he was getting himself into, and I feel like the way he passed was not pleasant, but I also would tell everybody who's watching that our soul does not stay in our body, right? At
Right.
some point, it's like I mean, it's, please excuse this very rude way of describing it, but it's like a piece of meat. It He doesn't experience anything. We don't experience when we're getting ready to get into a car accident, our soul's up. When we're in a coma, our soul is up. Our soul doesn't stick around for that kind of thing. So I want you to understand that he didn't suffer. Um, and I also want you to understand that he feels like that on a much higher vibrational level, on a soul to soul level. You might want to read the book Journey of Souls. Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. It'll help you it'll explain a lot of things to you that will be helpful. But on a soul to soul level, this person that was involved in his death became changed by that experience and had a awakening or a rending of his. I mean, it was just whoever was involved is not the
It
same
was
person.
karmic closure between the two of them. It
Yes, thank you.
doesn't
That's
have
a right
anything
way
to
to
do
put it.
with you. It was like
It
a
was
karmic
karmic
bond.
closure between the two of them. It has nothing to do with you. Absolutely, Donna. I know you feel bad because you loved him and you were his wife, but you couldn't have helped him there. Even if you think you couldn't have, because it was out of your control, because it was between him and this other soul or this
Yeah.
other group of people. And I
Yeah.
might not make you feel any better. I hope it does.
I do see him coming back and he's trying to get your attention, but I think that because of your grief and you're not quite as able to pick up on the signs that he's sending. Um, so if you could do this, and this is a really quick pick me up for anyone who's in grief or in upset or anything, stop for a minute and notice if you're holding your breath, because if you're holding your breath, then you're holding your vibration down. Just breathe and just breathe and think about something that brings you joy. Maybe it's a gorgeous sunrise on a beach. Maybe it's, your animal, your pet. Maybe it's a memory that you had with your husband or your widow, and maybe something like that. Just think about that, something that will bring your spirits up to raise your vibration. What that does is it gets you into a higher level of receptivity, so that when he is, because he's formless now, and he can go back and forth between the realms with no effort. It only takes a thought from you, and he can be there with you. And you can ask for him to come and visit you in your dreams. You'll know when you have a visitation dream, because it's like real, right, Susan? They're just like, it's almost like real. You can tell the difference between a visitation and a dream, but you can ask him to come to you. And but you have to get yourself at a higher vibration to be able to receive that. So I'm hoping that, I know that it's difficult to process grief, especially a spouse, but it's part of the process. And when you can get there, he will be there, and he will be bringing you signs to show you how much he's still with you and how much he still loves you.
And there's no justice. She put on her she said she wants justice for him. It's, again, he's saying it's not, you can't get it's not your thing to do. He fully accepted what was what his role was when he became that level of soldier. He understood that he might have, really, it's like Donna said, it's karmic justice. There was something that happened that closed out between these souls. And on this higher level, it all makes sense. On our level, of course not. Of course it doesn't. As on a human, it's not going to make sense. But on a higher level, he's fine. He says, please don't worry about him. He feels like this is holding your life back, that you're not blooming, you're not moving on. He really wants you to move on, and live your life. And getting those signs, like Donna said, that's going to help you.
It really will. And with everyone that you do notice, say thank you, because all that does is make them want to give you more.
Yeah.
Works with animals and
bossy.
people.
He's bossy. He's sending you signs, girl. He's about to be like, she's not listening. This man was in my house, girl, in my house. I'm like, yo, I'm not working yet. What are you doing here? I mean, I'm like trying to have dinner, and he's like, oh, I'll wait. I'm like, he waited. I woke up at 3 a.m. Dude's still here. I'm like, okay, I'll get with you. That's why I knew. I'm like, I'm going to find this person wherever they're at, because this man wants to say he loves you. He misses you. He says, you got to let go, babe. That's what he said. You got to let go. You got to let go, babe. You got to move on. I'm sorry.
Yep. Okay. Next. Whoop.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? There it is. Allie says, you're right. I meet new people every day on my dog walkies. We go to a different direction every day. A lot of tourists here in SoCal, but I meet tons of decent locals. I live in a touristy area too, and we meet a lot of tourists. But luckily my dogs love everybody and they're friendly, but I've met a lot of great locals too. And of course they're like-minded. They're dog people. So.
And it's important, if you're just joining us, we talked about this in the beginning of this recording, this video, because how we're going to deal with what we're going to go through, if we go through it. I still think she's going to pull it off, but if she doesn't, because free will, community. So when you're walking your dog, or when you're out, running errands, notice people, create your community. It's really important. I know, I love your new glasses too, Donna. Are those new? Your glasses?
These are a couple years old. I just don't wear them that often because they're so different, than what I usually wear.
I love them. They look great.
Thanks.
They look really, really good. Okay. Go ahead, Donna. That wasn't really a reading, but it was a nice little respite.
No. Yeah, let me grab another one. Roni Y says, I'm interviewing for a new teaching position, third time in 4 years. Aggressive students, verbal abuse, staffing problems, and admin make it tough. Should I use my skills elsewhere? Your guides are coming in one chorus voice going, thank God she's ready to do something different. Yes, so they're right behind you and supporting you 100% and going in another direction. I don't know if you considered this, but they're showing me like online training, online, like they're there a lot, during COVID, let me just say this, back up to get this out. A lot of people had to go to online schools and had to go to online learning and had to develop new ways to train employees. And they did it through online learning modules. And so there's a whole new industry now of companies that build teaching programs for companies, for teachers, for all kinds of different things. And so you might look into that, because that might scratch your itch for wanting to be interactive with people still, but give you some insulation from a lot of the verbal abuse and the admin and the bureaucracy and stuff like that. Because it doesn't feel like teachers really get to teach the way they want to anymore. They have to teach to a test, or they have to teach to a certain goal that the principal has set, and it's not the way learning they thought it would be, not the way any of us thought it would be.
For sure.
So,
and getting kind of worse.
Did you get something different, Susan? I mean,
no, the same thing.
It's going whoop, whoop.
Yeah, you're doing like an end zone dance. They're kind of spiking the football. They're like, we got her here. They saw her question. Oh my God, So it's like,
Get it, girl.
It's difficult, but yeah, I think you may teach for a little bit longer, for like maybe a whole year or a whole year, just because money, blah blah blah. But you've got so much. Like, I think Donna kind of touched on it. You've got so much, like, you're kind of effervescent. You like people, you like helping people, you like being involved. You're a person who's got a little bit of energy. So I think take those things into consideration. You certainly could do something like what she's saying, because a lot of companies are hiring people to build their online training, and there are companies specifically you can look into. But if I were you, I would just think about, what would my dream job be? And instead of like, you could maybe come up with the dream job, but then take down your individual personality traits, because that's really easier than a dream job. See, I like to be outside. I like to be inside. I like to talk to people. I don't like to talk to people. I like to do the same thing every day. I don't like to do the same thing every day. You know what I mean? Write down the things that you want, and then take those things and start applying them to the idea of jobs, of careers. And then you'll plug yourself into the perfect one.
Yeah.
Hopefully that helps, Ronnie. And my heart goes out to all the teachers. It's tough. It's a tough, really tough right now profession. All right, let's move on to golly, I want to answer all these questions and I can't. Okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, I just saw something they wanted me to talk to. Okay, there's two people who are asking about a holistic practice. There's another person who's asking about it too.
This I've got one that's asking about a psychic business. Yeah.
Nice. Good. Look, I will say this, right? Like, so 2025 energetically is all about this kind of work. It's all about astrology, numerology, Akashic records, Reiki healing. It's all of this work is going to be much more sought after. Now, 45, Trump puts a little bit of a damper on it, because we will not be very, we might be targeted. So you have to think about that, but we'll know what's going to happen with that by January, probably, maybe by February. But yeah, for you, Barksdale, holistic, right? Okay, so the spirit guides wanted me to tell you guys this. This goes for all these people that are trying to open up whatever kind of, whether it's psychic, doesn't matter. Our community has this built in. There's a few kind of Achilles heels with our community. One is when we have imposter syndrome, and the other one is we don't charge our worth. Okay, if you're going to open up a practice, you guys, try to not open up a brick and mortar. Try not to have a rent. Try not to pay rent if you can help it. If you have to pay rent, try to sublet something out of like a yoga studio or a, some other acupuncture place, something like that. Try to pay as little as you can for your place. I mean, as little as you can, because everything that all the dollars that you add to overhead have got to be paid back. That means you've got to just do that many more sessions and you've got to reach out to that many more people. The other thing is advertising. Try not to think I've got to go advertise, pay a lot of money, get flyers. Again, partner with acupuncturists, partner with yoga studios, partner with anybody. Walk in and say, this is what I do. Can I give you a trade? Can I read for you or give you a healing? And in return, you can tell your clients, hey, this was really good. I tried it. She's really good, and then I'll give your clients 10% off. Then it's a win-win. The business gets to have an offer for their clients. Hey, wow. Okay. I get this 10% off. And then you get free advertising. So there's just some options. What do you think, Cindy? Cindy, my God, where did I get Cindy? There's a Cindy here that needs to talk to somebody. Okay, Donna, go ahead.
That's quite all right. I think a lot of it boils down to motive for all the people who are thinking about getting into this line of work. The universe honors true motives and pure motives. And if your motive is to be famous or to have a show, or if your motive is to make money with this and it's a business to you, I feel like your business will be as successful as the purity of your intention. If your intention is to be of service, is to be helpful, is to be an advocate for spirit, spirit will reward that, and the word will get out, and your business will grow by referral. I also feel like you can, if you're starting, for example, CCNM Barksdale is starting a holistic practice. Get out to the health food stores, get out to all of the other alternative practitioners, because there's plenty of money in the universe. There's plenty of love to go around, and there's not nearly enough of us. The world can always use more light workers. If you're coming to bring light, to bring healing, to bring encouragement, then you're going to find success. But you get out of it what you put into it, right, Susan? You really have to be willing to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
So, but I do feel like wherever you are is in a really conducive area to what you want to do.
Barksdale, we're talking to you specifically.
Yeah, right? To Barksdale. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank
you.
Agree.
I agree, dear. Is it my turn?
Oh, I don't know. I'll grab one. Let's see. Hi, lovelies. My husband will be part of the new administration's travel ban. What are our next steps since we have to refile this month? Should I leave the U.S.? If so, where do I go? And then there's a follow-up that says, okay, gummit, refile for spouse visa. Because, as you know, spouses of citizens are not necessarily safe anymore. But again, I feel refile, continue living your life. I feel like you guys have a good life set up where you are. And it would really shake your relationship as well as your world, literally, to have to up and move. Yeah, and I see you getting the refiling for the visa will work. And then you can, if you do want to think about leaving the U.S., you have time to research where you'd want to go.
100% agree.
There are lots of countries.
Yeah.
Different countries around the world have a much lower cost of living than we do. Depending on your age, you might be able to live on your retirement income without having to work anymore. But you trade. There's a trade-off. They have different types of government, different belief systems, different culture. They don't have McDonald's on every corner like we do in most countries. We have we have kind of a cush life here in many respects. Lots of conveniences that don't in other places.
Yeah, totally agree. I feel like, refile. I think this is all going to work itself out. I do think that you might end up moving, but I feel like you need time. I feel like this is not like not something you need to do like right now under duress. I don't think you're under duress. I don't think, even if he got in, and I don't think he is, but even if he did, it's not going to be like February. You know what I mean? It's going to be towards the end of the year. You're going to have time.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's in like the 3 to 5 year plan. Like there's something advantageous coming in for y'all that would make it to your benefit and exciting for you to make a move.
And then it's easy to make the decision. You're not looking for a
Right.
place. It's like, I want to go here. That's what I was picking up too, is the energy is going to shift, that you're going to be like, never mind, we want to go here. And
Yeah,
that's a different type of thing. But I get that you're upset and that you're worried. I want to validate that, because we all are. But I
absolutely.
think you're going to be okay. I got the same thing. Refile, wait it out. Don't do anything rash. I would tell everybody, don't do anything rash. This is not the time to do anything rash. You'll have time. If you need to make action, if you need to do some action, you'll have time to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn, Susan.
Okay, this is interesting because, oh, am I in? I love it when I click something and it's like I'm already open. Remember when I called you Cindy? Well, and then 1 minute later, a woman just typed in, she's asking about Cindy. So, but I thought I started. She was asking about Cindy Mapes, I think. I thought I started, but maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. Well, anyway, I can read about it because they burned the name in
Okay.
my brain. Um, it's not
Let me
starred.
see.
So what we're saying is we can star, and then on our end it gets out of the main chat, which is very hard to keep track of, and it puts it in a smaller category like a folder. So that's what
Yeah.
we're Cindy,
Yeah. We're
the person who asked about Cindy, is she up there? Not, you haven't put it up there yet.
no, I haven't seen it.
Oh, I thought somebody said that one. Wow, okay. It's just things are getting cray cray. Um, God, I swear I started. Okay, anyway, the person who asked about Cindy, please put your question back up again.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks.
Cindy Mapes, I think. Your friend Cindy Mapes. Because I just called you Cindy, and then literally on the chat, she's like, I want to know about my friend Cindy. So that, but the chat is so busy, I can't find it. So if you want me to read on Cindy, please put it back in the chat. There's 1,300 people here, so it's going to be hard for me to find it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if you'll put it back in the chat, I will grab it. In the meantime, let me do okay. Goldie Hawn says, will I be moving from West Texas in the spring of 2025? Moving out of West Texas in the spring, April, maybe. Is that spring? April, March, April, May. I'm going to give you an 80% chance. There's something that's not 100% for me when I'm looking at it, but it's about 80. Right, there she is. Thank you. It's about 80% for me. But what are you getting, Donna?
It's going to be flaming hot. It's going to be like the dog days of summer.
Okay,
Like
so maybe it's
everybody is
June,
sweating.
July, August. Okay.
Yeah. And the sun's beating down. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting.
Okay. But yeah, it
Yeah.
looks good. It's just a matter of the timing and getting out, right? Like there's a catch on the spring. Like it's not all the way. It's not a slam dunk for the spring. So if you want to move in the spring, you're going to need to be more proactive, number one, but also sometimes we have to let go. Sometimes we're trying so hard that we're manhandling the energy, and spirit's trying to get us to go over here, but we're like, no, it's here, it's here. So
Yeah.
let go a little bit too of the outcome, and spirit can then easily move you along.
Yeah, because I feel like where you're going is going to have more, not really mountains, but hilly, more of a Four Seasons type of lifestyle.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But it looks good. You're gonna be moving along. You've got some fun adventures with that are not bad. There are some things happening. Okay, I'm going to move on to, so this is Cindy Mapes. Joanne Rose says Cindy Mapes passed this summer. That's who I called you Cindy. I'm like, who's Cindy? Okay, so Cindy Mapes, how are you doing? She says, I'm fine. If Joanne, I'm not, and thank you to Butterfly Kisses Healing and all the moderators, and Sharon Sipe and all the moderators, I appreciate you. So I'm not sure if Joanne, if this is your question or if this is Joanne posted this for somebody, because you guys were posting her question. So if it's yours, Joanne, then I'm just going to say, if whoever it's for, please get in the comments and let me know if this makes any sense. Okay. Yeah, she says hello. She's fine. There's something with her head. I'm not sure if it's her sinuses or her head. Like, I don't know if something, like maybe she even had sinuses, or maybe you have sinuses. She wants to talk about something like with her sinus cavities. If you have sinuses, then she's just validating that she's visiting you. She says she's feels fit as a fiddle. She's happy to be on the other side, because I think that there was some kind of mobility or pain or something going on in my body that just didn't feel comfortable. She's fine. She says hi. There's something about either ice cream or something cold. Like something about the cold. It's hard to do a mediumship reading in like a minute, but something about the cold. Either she liked the cold or she didn't. There's something about somebody being cold or eating ice cream. But she says, thank you for asking about her. I feel like you've been worried about her or something. She says she's fine. What are you getting, Donna?
Totally restored and reunited. There was some loss that she suffered that was a really tragic loss for her. I'm not sure if maybe she lost a baby or a child or maybe a close relationship, and she is reunited. And also, you can do whatever you want here. It's like you just have to think it, and you're doing it. It's totally different. There's no time. Is like we live in a sense of linear time here. There's always plenty of time for everything. There's no more rushing. Everything is so much more relaxed and bright, if that makes sense, is what she's saying. So just letting you know, it's all good.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. She has no worries. She's fine. She does send you messages. Either, what is the head? Are you having some head aches or something, dear?
I just have her talking with her hands. I'm seeing this, she's talking with her hands like, it's good.
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
So I'm not picking up on the sinus stuff or the head. That might be me. I have allergies today.
Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right, dear. I hope that helps. She could tell a whole bunch of stuff. I just don't have time. I don't have 5 minutes or an hour for that matter to dig in. She's fine, and she says, trust yourself. Trust yourself. You are getting the signs. Trust them. It is her. She's like, it is me. You're hearing something, birds, wind chimes, something. You're hearing things. She says, yes, it's me. I do visit you. And she says everything is going to be fine. There's something else going on in your life. She said everything is going to be fine. Hopefully that helps, dear. I want to shout out to Libby if you're still here. I hope your mom is doing okay. Team Grandma. And let's move on. Donna, do you have somebody that you wanted to talk to?
Yep, Miriam Tully. Should I move now or wait till spring? And there's another person that was talking about putting their condo on the market now or waiting until spring. And I'm feeling energy around going now for you, Miriam. Just if you're ready, if you've packed up and you've decluttered and you've got things, you have to go through a process. Some of y'all may know, I used to be a realtor in a prior life. You have to emotionally let go of the house as being your home and start camping in it. It's just a product that you're trying to sell, and listen to what your advisors tell you, be it a stager or a realtor. and they want to make it look good through the eye of a camera lens, because that's where people buy houses these days, is online, and then they just go look at it to make sure it's the one they want. So but I see that now interest rates are good, but your guides are saying, they're showing me your suitcases and boxes, and to go ahead and go. So I don't know if this question is based on potential turmoil in the spring, or potential, continuation of status quo. I personally feel life as we would expect it to be in January, February, March may not be quite the same as what we've been used to. So in that regard, it might be a good time to go ahead and sell now too.
Or move,
Interest
whether
rates
you're
are dipping.
selling. She might just be moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Move now. I mean, there's a little sense of urgency. I think there's a window of opportunity for you, that you might have synchronicities for things, like for the next move or some things. There's just like
Mhm.
synchronicities are open for you right now. So I would, if you can do it, do it.
Right.
You might have to get your head in the right space, but okay. Is it my turn or no?
Yeah. It's your
All
turn.
right, I'm gonna throw this out here. RN Swan says Afefe and I predicted that she would meet a tiger, and she did. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I don't know. I don't remember my readings. He propose by December. Why December? You golly, dang, she's not wasting no time. Not wasting no time, girl. I mean, you didn't even ask. Like, do you guys think this is a good guy? Do you think that she just wants to know if you're gonna get married? I can see you guys. I can see you guys getting married. Can you see them getting married, Donna?
I don't know about December proposal, but I
But
do
in
see in the
general,
new
getting
year.
married. Let's
I
just
do
talk
see
about
in the new
marriage.
year. Yeah,
I see you getting
definitely.
married.
He's got potential.
He's got potential. You guys are hilarious together. You're actually already like an old married couple. Like, you fit.
Yeah.
But I don't know why December, but I do see you guys getting married. He's a keeper. I think he's a keeper. And if he wasn't a keeper, I think you would like you're going away. That's why December. Okay. You're going on a trip together. Well, okay,
Ah,
let me tell you something. Guys don't think like women. They don't they don't think about it. Women are like, we're going on a trip. It's going to be the thing. And you get all excited. And men are like, yeah, we're going on a trip. Yeah, it should be nice. Should be fun. Weather should be good. It's like they're not romantic like that. So I don't
most.
know if I'd be dropping some big hints if you want to. I'd be letting this guy know what's up.
Or ask him.
Yeah. Or yep, exactly. Propose to him.
This tiger's going to respect you for knowing what you want and going after it.
Yeah. I don't think he's that kind. I don't know if he's that kind of guy, but he would go with it. He's cool. He's cool. Yeah, propose to him. Everybody's saying that's great. Take him ring shopping. Listen to the people in the chat. They are helping you out. They are
If you're
helping
going
you
on
out.
a cruise, they have jewelry stores built into the boat.
That's true. Everywhere, right? Every tourist place has got
Everywhere.
they got a ring. They're gonna. So yeah, I'm happy for you. Keep us posted. There's
Yes.
no returns. Don't come back here and say we said something. Okay, there's no returns.
Tiger bit me. Mm-mm.
That tiger bit me. No, you could call Afefe about that. If a tiger bites you, she would be the person to talk to. Okay,
That's
Lord
true.
have mercy. I don't even know what to say about all that. But good luck. Keep us posted. Now we're all going to be like in January. Where's Aryan Swan? Where's Aryan Swan?
Yeah. Where's the tiger?
Where's the tiger lady?
Do we have time for more?
Yeah, let's do a couple of more. We've got, let's do a couple
All right,
more.
cool. Okay. I have one here from Joe Lombardi. Any messages for me from your guides or my guides regarding my life directions? Direction or directions? Okay.
Both, maybe?
God, I don't know, Susan, if 2025 is going to be a big year for big change for people, but I totally see her guides like she's walking along this way and her guides are going pivot and go this way. So,
Just one, like 190, like not
just
pivot,
like,
pivot.
and then, no, just you're going, and then they're saying, nope, we're going to go over here. This is where there's something that interests you that you've always wanted to do. You're going to be put in a position where you will have the ability to do it. They're showing me lining up dominoes. You remember how we used to stack dominoes in a line? They're setting up the dominoes. And so here in a few months' time, there's going to be like one of your guides is going to go plink, and it's going to go and things are going to fall into place. So be ready. Looks like you're going to be making a change.
Love that. But what I find what's really good about what Donna's talking about is humans, our eyes in the front of our head. They're not on the side like a lot of animals. Like we get tunnel vision about what is in front of us. And I often say that spirit guides, if you're trying to do something or think of something or have a new direction or whatever, you're looking this way. And the spirit guides will often bring you the perfect person, solution, job, whatever, but it comes out of left field. It literally comes out of left field and you don't even see it. They're jumping up and down right here and you're not paying any attention. So I think it's really important what Donna's telling you. What I would do with that information is I would keep my head on a swivel. I'd be like, I'm open, I'm flexible. Yes, I think I'm going this way, but if I get an opportunity to go 90 degrees this way, I'm going to consider it. I'm not going to just jump. I'm not going to, but I'm going to really think about it, consider it. So I think this is good advice for you in the future to pay attention to, that you might have your goals or you might have your ideas, but spirit's got something else. And if you'll just line yourself up with their idea, it's all systems go.
And one thing, pro tip here for everybody on the call, if you want to help accelerate your manifesting, thank your guides every day. Thank them for having everything worked out in advance. Thank them in advance for being able to see around the corner for you and for making things work out in your favor, because it puts you in that positive mindset. Another thing you can do is like picture what your life will be like, your dream life. Picture how it would feel in the everyday. Picture what you'd be doing. If you're not a visual person, feel into it or write it down or, whatever, listen to the sounds of change and just kind of get ready, because the situation, the manifesting will happen and you can help it happen faster. It's like Susan said, that's what puts your head on a swivel. I know they got things worked out, and it might not necessarily look like you think it's going to look, but it will come. Yeah. Anyway.
Answer the phone when they call.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. Can't wait to hear what your exciting things are too.
Yeah.
I wish I could answer all of these hundreds of questions here. Yes, I know. I am going to be doing one of these, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, with Kevin's Healing Medium. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. So if you didn't get your thing today, you can come back. Donna does this on her channel, so check her out as well. I don't know. I'm going to grab this one really quick, Miss Luss. I'm desperate about my finances and losing my property. What is my path? I'm afraid. And I'm sorry you're in that position. It's just a horrible place to be in because you feel helpless. And a lot of times you are helpless and then that makes you hopeless. And it's just a terrible place to be. You really, the spirit guides are saying you kind of have to take quick action. I don't think you have a lot of time. I don't think time is on your side. There's some options. Okay. One of the options would be that you could sell your property. Now that you might be upside down, I'm not sure. There's something with the finances, but if that is not, if you're not upside down, it might be better for you to take a windfall of even $40,000 and move on than lose your property and get nothing. Okay. If you are upside down, some options that you have are, these are crazy options, but you're kind of in a crazy position. Okay. You could, you need to make money, apparently. Okay. You need to make money like ASAP. So I would
How
just
about
look at, what's that?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Susan. Finish.
What
Sorry about
did you
that.
say?
Oh, I was just going to say, think about taking in a roommate or renting out a section of your house, a room.
And if that's not enough, I swear, if you have a house, and let's say you can rent that house out for $1,800 a month, and let's say that you could stay with a friend for $200 a month or $500 a month, that would be a net positive, right?
Yeah.
And that would probably pay your mortgage, or even renting it out. And I mean, if you're this desperate, I don't know how desperate you are, but even renting it out and going and living in your vehicle could save the house for 6 months. Renting it out and getting an extended stay hotel, if the math works out, you know what I mean? You could be a rental room that you could do. So, this is going to challenge everything, right? Like, I don't want people living in my house. I get it, but you're going to lose your house. So you kind of have to be very
Malleable.
you have to own what's going on. Do I want to lose my house? I'm going to lose my house. Therefore, I need to take desperate measures to keep my house, because I don't see you staying what you're doing right now. I don't see you being able to get ahead. It's like you're trying to swim and you're sinking. So something isn't working. So you've got to change the whole dynamic. Everything has to change. What do you think, Donna?
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely a time to open yourself up to the different possibilities. I feel like this property is on some land of some kind. Maybe you could allow people to store, gosh, it's hard to say, but allow people like to store an RV there or park their boat there and just take in a little bit of extra money that way from people doing that on the property as well. Just see what's available and what's out there that you can do. You're going to have to get outside the box with your thinking. Yeah.
That's it in a nutshell. You've got to get outside of the box. You've got to stop telling yourself, this won't work, that won't work, this won't work. Instead, you just got to say, anything can work. I'm going to allow anything. Work. Yeah, this could work. This could work. Could this work? Right.
Right.
And we're reading very quickly. We're not going deep into your energy because I've only got like a minute with you. So I'm not like doing a whole reading. I'm simply, Spirit is just giving us some ideas. So there must be some validity to some of these ideas in some way. So you might say, well, I have an HOA. I can't put an RV, or it's not big enough. Right. Then don't take us to the specific. What they're saying is utilize that space in a way that you haven't thought of before. It's not specific. Right. It's just, they're just saying utilize all the spaces, the garage, the yard, the house itself, utilize everything. And please don't say nobody would want to put their truck in or their whatever. They would. If you'll align yourself with it, it will happen, and then you'll get that extra money. And then in 6 months or 8 months or a year, I feel like something's going to switch for you, and then this is going to end up being a net positive in some way.
Oh, that's interesting.
Time. You need time. That's why we're buying you time. Spirit is just trying to buy you 6, 8 months to a year's time. Once that's over with, everything flips around to your benefit. But you really got to buy time by getting some money.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting that you said that. When you said that, I was being made aware of a check coming in the mail.
Interesting.
As you were saying that. Yeah. Good luck, Ms. Luce.
Yes, very much so. All right. Maybe one or two more, and then we're out.
Okay. Bernita Morrison says, will my narcissistic sociopath ex leave me alone moving forward? I see him finding a new target.
And leaving her
do.
alone?
I see him being occupied with a new target, a new person. He's going to move on to a new target. But I also see, like, as he uses up that person, don't be surprised if, like, 2 years from now or a year from now, all of a sudden you get a call out of the blue and he's trying to push your buttons again and get that hook in you. Toss off that hook, cut that cord emotionally. If you need help with that, call somebody. You can sage yourself just as well as you can sage a house, and cut those cords and really think hard about, what is it about that guy that's triggering me? And I know it's pain, obviously, but we have to kind of detach from that and get to a place where he's just another asshole. Excuse my language. It's just, and he doesn't impact you, so that when he calls, you can just go, I'm hanging up the phone now, and just repeat. If he calls again, I'm hanging up the phone now, and just don't give him any airspace.
Gray Rockham, look up how to deal with narcissist. And Donna's right. Like, he's got the hook in you. That's the energy hook. And what they do is, even though they move on, they tug on it every once in a while to see if they still have a fish on the line. So that can look like a text. It can look like they drive by your house. It can look like all of a sudden they're at your work, or they're nearby, or, you know what I mean? There's all different ways that they just want to make sure that they get a reaction out of you. Like when you go, and you're like, what is he doing here? Right? That's tugging on the hook. Yeah. So what Donna's saying is, literally cut the hook, go completely no contact, gray rock. Look at the videos. They're very, very helpful. So then what happens is, you're not worried about it. If he comes by your house, you're like, go away. If he comes by your work, you're like, whatever. It doesn't get that response, because that's what they live on, is that he's here. That gave them a rush. Okay. So you will get to the point where you don't even care if he's still interested in you. You just like, who? Oh, I forgot about him. That's where you want to go. Because once your energy is cold to him, he will move on. It's for all narcissists, all energy vampires. Well, I'm glad, that this is going to be, you guys, this is going to be the name of the game going into 2025, is bullies and energy vampires and narcissists. So watch the videos. They're so helpful on YouTube. They're free. You'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Because you're going to be educating yourself. You're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't know that person was a narcissist, right? So it's really going to be helpful for you.
Well, geez, our president-elect is a narcissistic sociopath. We're going to have huge lessons in learning how to detach and not let that stuff get to us. So managing your own energy and going back to keeping people close who are going to build you up and help you to let that stuff go.
Yeah. So it starts inside you. It all starts inside you. And one last person, I'm going to read this last person. We've been on for an hour, you guys, an hour and 13 minutes. And it's kind of exhausting to read this fast. And then also all the people in the chat, we can feel your energy. So it gets a little bit exhausting. Larry Perry said, are things going to change for me career-wise soon? Larry, right? Yeah. Larry, you're holding a lot of pressure in your chest, dude. When I read that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I took a big, deep breath and let some pressure off of my chest. So please don't hold this on. And it's not just men, women do it too, but you're holding a lot of pressure right here on your heart, in your chest area. All humans hold pressure different places. Okay. You're holding it here, probably not the best place. So, what you might want to do is take a deep breath and just practice blowing this energy off. Also, you're holding a lot of energy in your shoulders. I don't know if you get massages, but you really, 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 really need to get like a heavy duty massage, because you're just holding it all in. Like you probably feel responsible. You probably feel like you don't have anybody you can share things with. You don't have anybody that understands you. I think people see you as somebody who's got it all together, and they don't give you an opportunity to vent or to have a bad day. And so therefore you've just learned, right? Like perhaps you were older before you were young, like when you were younger, maybe you were an adult before you became an adult. So having said all that, that's important, because you're not going to be able to, if you think about it, what they're saying is your body's kind of constricted. Okay. And what you need to do is reach up to a higher career. Like you need flexibility. You need to be like stretch, and you can't stretch because your body's like this. So it's hard for you to do that stretch that you need to do. So think about like chair yoga, stretching, flexibility. Honestly, it's all this energy is in your body is what's keeping you from excelling, because there's just this pressure on you. Once you release that, then the sky's the limit. Really and truly, the sky's the limit. Like you really have, I see you going like 3 levels above where you are now. I don't know what level, how you figure that out, but it's like 3.
And happy.
Oh, and happier.
Happy
A
about
devil may care attitude. Like screw it. I'm not going to be worried about it. It's going to be fine. So really work on your mental and your physical energy, and then you're gonna burst out. What do you get, Donna?
And thanking the guides in advance for working things
That's
out in
such a
your
great
favor.
idea.
Because changes in your career can come easily and effortlessly to you if you speak that, if you say it to the universe. The universe is full of short order cooks. Whatever we put out, we get back. So if you put out that this career change is going to go easily and effortlessly for me, it will. Change comes easily. I do see you surrounded by a different crowd in the coming year, like a different set of colleagues than who your current work environment has you around right now. And I see, you're just doing something much different, and you're excited to get up and go do it. And it's going to be quite a bit different. So,
in a good way. It's almost like you have that kind of energy from when you were younger and you felt like you could do anything. Yeah. That's the kind of energy that you're going into.
Yeah. And even though this will be a shift in what kind of stuff you do, it's going to come to you because it's meant for you. It's not like you're going to have a huge, horrible learning curve where you're going to be frustrated. It won't be like that.
Yeah. It's true.
I look forward to hearing back from you about what you're going to do. This is going to be fun.
But really, you got to get rid of this stress. This could end up being physical. Like you don't need, this is too much stress on your body. It's really keeping you back. Go get massages, get reflexology, get sound healing, get it all, and get a vacation, and it'll all pay off. You've got to take care of yourself too.
Yeah. Cut yourself a little
I'm going to give yourself a little slack. I'm going to do one more reading, and then I think it's a good idea, Anita, for us to do a reading for everybody. So just this person, Jujubee, says, my cousin's son, Jonathan, has been missing, last seen in San Diego. Is he still alive? I think he is, but I get that he is. I could be wrong, but when I go into his energy, he is. What do you get, Donna?
I feel him. I see him literally turning his back and moving away. He does not want to be found.
Yeah. So sometimes that happens, you guys.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard. Yeah. Lift him up. Pray for him. Surround him with love and light.
Yeah.
Okay. Anita says, what about a reading for everybody here in the chat?
Yeah.
We could probably do something like that. I think what I'm going to do, I don't really use cards, you guys, but I often have them in my hands because I like the energy of it, and maybe it gives me something to do with my hands. I don't know. But since I have them, I'm going to pull a card for everybody in the chat, I think. I don't know what you want to do, Donna. Yeah. All right.
Well, you know, I've
Um,
got cards everywhere. I've always got cards. I got a
exactly.
collection.
Yeah. Let's see. This is for everybody in the chat. Can we make it a timeline? Because do you want to make it towards the rest of the year, or do you want to make it
Yeah,
sooner?
let's finish out this year and go into the new year, like in the next couple months.
Next couple of months. Okay.
What do we need to know?
I'll say my guides are saying protection, protect your health, protect your heart, protect your mind, protect your mental space. And then I got poised. This is Colette
Oh,
Baron
I
Reed.
love those cards. Yep.
Yeah, this is Colette Baron Reed, her Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and it's poised. You're poised. That's a great card, actually. I mean, you're poised for everything. You're think about a jet getting ready to take off. They're poised on the runway before they hit the gas. You're poised at the red light before you hit the gas. You're poised in your house before you get ready to go to work. You're ready. You've done the work. You're ready to do the next thing. You're just waiting for the green light, for the go. Right. What do you think, Donna?
I agree. What I got is I'm using also Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal Oracle, and I got Pig Spirit, which might not be what you think. It's actually, pigs are also really smart, and this is about using your mind and your time wisely. Becoming more of a curious observer and opening into dialogue with people you hadn't really had more than a shallow conversation with. Just really spend a little time listening to others, but trying to do that with people who are also willing to listen to your viewpoint. Just start having different dialogues and exchanges with people, but use your mind and your time wisely. Nothing is wasted. In the end, everybody brings us a spiritual gift, even if it's just a short little mini gift in a conversation. We get a spiritual gift out of every encounter. So I really love that for all of us. And what I'm also seeing going forward is chameleon spirit. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, that's interesting.
Says, act as if. Sort of like what I was saying earlier about thanking your guides in advance for having everything worked out in your favor. Act as if it's already coming into form. Set your intention, speak it out loud so the universe can bring you that short order delivery, and start acting as if. Use your time and your mind wisely. You guys are smart.
Love it.
You know what you want.
That's great. And we weren't using tarot, but there are some cards in here that you don't want to get. so I just want to say that we could have gotten a terrible card. We could have gotten something that was like, oh, yuck, like not for you or something like that, right? We didn't. We got really nice cards. We got cards that are hopeful. And I think there is hope. Act as if Kamala is in office. That's not a bad idea.
There you go. Act as if everything is going to work out to your benefit. Act as if, because it will.
Because no matter what happens, you still have your own life to live. And you can manifest even with an orange turd in the office. You can still manifest a great life. We don't all have to lay down and, pretend like we're dead. That's not going to happen. We are issued this life. We got issued this body in this life. We're supposed to make the best of it no matter what. That's our job. We got conscripted as a human. Your job is to make the best of this life every single day till the last minute, So that's kind of what we have to do.
So just to answer what you said, I pulled out my Spirit Song tarot cards because we did use oracle cards. So I got 3 tarot cards here for you guys, and it's
oh my God! Why did you do that? Oh my God! Okay,
the 10 of crystals, which is like the 10 of earth, which is like abundance, more than enough. all things good, manifestation, stability. It's all about stability. This is like the same as the pentacles, okay? 10 of Pentacles, and attaining your goals. And then the next one is the 7 of Shells, which is all about choices. Shells are cups. So you've got all kinds of choices here. You've got your ambitions are going to come to fruition. You just have to pick which direction you want to go. And it ends with Ace of Crystals, which again is like Earth. And it's all new beginning, a whole new path.
You guys, those are great cards. Those are great cards. Like, we're going to be okay. We have to start acting as if we're going to be okay. And then we can manifest that better, right? And I know it's cry, have the grief. We need to process our grief. Absolutely.
Honor that.
Yeah. Honor your grief. But also, when you feel better, do something to be nice to yourself. Go outside, watch a nice movie, or just do something nice about yourself. You guys, we're all going to be doing videos about this, about Project. We're all going to be doing videos about it. Don't worry. I'm just not worried about it. I'm just not. Even if he gets in, it's not going to be the worst thing. It's not going to be the worst thing because it's not in anybody's best interest, meaning Mitch McConnell. Is it in Mitch McConnell's best interest to lose his whole wealth, to shut this country down, to have 2,000% tariffs? No. Mitch McConnell is going to be like, no, we're not voting for that. So, you know what I mean? It's going to be bad. But I just don't think it's going to be as bad as Trump wants it to be, or as we're thinking it's going to be. Because guess what? When we're suffering, they're suffering. Yeah. And they aren't going to suffer. Those people, senators, don't suffer. Okay? Yeah. They need that money. And we are their money. Period. End of story. Okay? It's going to be okay. You guys just need to try to take really good care of yourselves. Okay?
Focus on what you can do in your own sphere and in your own life, and manage your energy. Try to detach from all the news media and, the BS, be it a belief system or bull stuff. Yeah. Just detach from that stuff and focus on doing what you can to make your life better. It'll happen. The cards say it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get bad cards. And I know McConnell's retiring from majority leader, but he's still a senator. And senators have money in the stock market. A lot of money in the stock market. Okay. So, yeah, I think it's going to be bad, but I just don't see them tanking their own wealth. I don't see it. So it's going to be bad. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, but they're not going to go after Social Security. I might not get it, but if you already get it, if you're already getting it, you're going to get it. Good. BS filters are on. Good. And I have a video coming out. Donna has lots of videos. All of us in this community are doing videos, right? I'm doing a video on Wednesday, Politics with Kevin. I've got 2 videos coming out, I think. Donna's got videos. And it's all free. So just hang out with us. Hang out with us all weekend and just chill out.
Yeah. Bring your questions to our community page. Post them there. I love getting video ideas from my viewers. So let me know how I can help you.
I'm glad you subscribed to Donna's channel. She's got a channel, y'all. She's got classes. She's got a website. Check her out. And we need to be in community, right? We need to find our community. This is a community. You've got us. You've got Linda G. You've got Donna. You've got all of them. All of us. Don't
try to put yourself in a state of allowance. Exactly. Allow us to be there for you. Allow people in your lives who support you to be there for you. Shifting into a state of allowance will take you out of the grief and out of the fear. So it also makes you more receptive to new things coming in, as well as those messages from your loved ones and from your guides.
And that's what we really need. We need our intuition. Going into next year, we're all going to be learning to plug into our intuition, because I am not going to stop talking about it. And neither is Donna. Donna did a really fun class recently. Or you're probably still in the middle of your fun class. So yeah, there's lots of options, guys. You've got a great community. At least we've got us. Those poor people who don't have any community are just in a bad place.
Yeah.
All right. You guys
Thank
take
God y'all
really
are
good
here.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
thank
help
you
us to
for
do
supporting
everything.
us. Right. That's right.
Thank you. Yes.
We're grateful for you too. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you soon, okay? Take really good care. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Y'all too. Bye for now.